Good morning, everyone. So I'm having breakfast and I'm about to get ready to go to the lawn. We have been getting the hang of it. We have been setting the ICF and we're past halfway now, and I think we have finally found the right way to do it. Before we were going and just dropping it in and then going every couple of feet and trying to level it with like seams underneath, and the hole we've dug is not that big and that comfortable to be in, so that wasn't the best. So instead what we're doing now is we're trying to grade the ground beforehand. And then, like, obviously things still move a little where we might have to adjust some spots, but not nearly as bad as before. It kind of is just like ready there, and then there's a couple of spots that need just adjusting. So there's that, and then we're kind of getting around. We're past halfway, and what we have left to do is kind of tie the rebar within the ICF, and then also the beams in the middle. I think some of them we haven't even taken the forms of the pilasters off yet, so we need to do that before we can connect the rebar. But generally we're getting the hang of it, and we're moving.
What's this sexy shirt you found? Huh?
Well, we have like so many work clothes in Ohio.
Yeah.
And here we have real work clothes. Like we have nice Nike stuff that we have turned to work clothes. This is the best I could do today.
Yeah, where did you find this one?
It was in the workflow pile, but I even think it was clean. Like it smelled nice when I put it on. Not anymore. We're doing the top first. But also like
Who's the best of this?
professional. Best way is when you hold it with two hands.
Is the only way we talked you into this telling you it'll help your wrist not hurt?
That's true. In fact, it's making you worse. Now I haven't poked the night, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been moving along. Everything has been going well, and we are heading to.
One more trip to the lumber store.
What do we have?
It's always only one more.
No, it's like every other day we've gone. It used to be a time in Ohio that you went to Home Depot 3 times a day.
And it was further than this lumber store. I will say this lumber store is very convenient for how remote we live.
Yeah. So off to the lumber store. But you made me feel self-conscious, and I had to turn off the video. There were a total of 1 people there. Okay.
We got Katerina her own tool, so she stopped stealing mine.
The twister.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Best $5 ever spent.
And 1 little treat. Ooh, dark chocolate sea salt caramel.
This one I think is the most delicious. Turtle.
So that was our daily visit to the lumber store.
You know what sounds delicious right now?
Mm.
A Dutch Brothers lemonade.
Like
That
the tea thing.
Yeah, it was good, huh?
That sounds delicious. Okay, we're back at the lot from our daily trip to the lumber store. We have leveled everything here. I guess I can go ahead and put these two on, right? Oh no,
No,
we need to
put
tie
the
the rebar.
second row of rebar in there.
Okay.
So we need to just make sure this is, I want to put this one piece in,
Okay.
and then we should go around that joint.
Which joint?
Start making this next piece.
Take them, right?
Take what?
Take them off.
No, don't take that off yet. Just start here and pull that bar up like every fifth one and tie it to the ICF. So that it's
The
off
bottom,
ground.
you mean?
Yeah. You're tying that while I'm trying to stabilize this so that when we pull this off, we're in a little flatter position.
Oh, you know what we can do? We can only take it off on this side and I think it will maybe fit. Oh, kidding.
We only need two in the center
Maybe
too.
on the other side.
No, I think put it on that side and then put it in, and I'll bring that one from there. Good idea, honey. Just saved us like 20 minutes. I mean, it's perfect here, but it's pretty high off the ground. Should we put some dirt now? Get this side good while it's here?
But in the middle of it, how is it?
Everything seems to be pretty good. We have her little machine. She's in her own with this thing. She's actually very good at operating it. She's even gotten the rake out and been raking.
I keep grabbing rocks.
Rocks,
Rocks.
Do we live in the Rocky Mountains? How is it?
It's not good.
Have you been kicking butt?
Uh-uh.
I think you're pretty good at this job. You are. You're good at operating the skid steer.
I'm not that good at this job.
There was like a little hole here. She filled it up, back drug it. How tough have you been?
What?
How tough have you been?
I've been tough.
Bobby's will be proud of you.
Bobby! Με βλέπεις τι κάνω.
Τι λες, μωρέ?
Bobby is more excited about my operating the machinery. He's a little worried about me too, though.
Yeah, I am too. You're a little wild on that thing. You drive like Greek, like in Athens. Just swerving around on the sidewalk a little, maybe. Huh?
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. If you didn't do that in Athens, how would we get anywhere?
I don't know.
Zero days without a nosebleed. Have you a nosebleed today?
No.
Oh, you have more than 24 hours. I think it was yesterday morning you said it bled a little. My nose and his nose has bled every day except for apparently today. I was doing very good today, then I don't know what happened. We're still out here.
What?
Things are going well. The other side, we've gone long ways. Past halfway, right?
What?
Past halfway. We're to the third.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And everything seems to be pretty good. We filled around with a little bit of dirt. It's 7:20. I said I was gonna go buy food and then we didn't buy food. So I think it's gonna be breakfast for dinner again, which is our favorite, but we've had it too many times this week. But everything's going well. And no.
Hello.
It is dark.
Maybe afterwards it will be amazing. Some I feel halftime night videos on iPhone are very good.
No, you can absolutely not see anything.
That's why I say you replay back. It's gonna be good.
Well, you can see the foams.
The straight wall is the one that is the front wall.
What do you mean? Where the garage door goes?
The garage doors go where everybody is. The wall that's a little jaggedy.
No, these walls, both of them are very straight. These are a little jigger-jaggery, but...
I think maybe it's these 2x4s. I mean, overall, it's pretty straight. It's just...
Oh, yeah.
It's the bentness of the 2x4.
Yeah, I think really once it fills with concrete, it will probably go straight.
Yeah, like semi.
Oh, look, cool. The moon. I sound drunk. The moon. Between the excavator and the tree. Oh, we're almost to the fourth one. Here.
Yeah.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Film again tomorrow. You're done with this one too.
Yeah, I need to tie these 2 rebars and then we're done.
So we're all the way to the third one here too. And in the other one we're to the fourth.
Yeah, the other one we're
One extra.
past the field 4.
So that's the goal for this side?
Yeah.
Oh, I think for sure we'll be able to do that today. I think maybe if we do that and then...
I want to pound the dirt.
Okay. And then maybe tie the in-between rebars too, so that's done too.
Maybe only 2 of them. I I want to see what we're going to put in here and the best way to tie it before we go tie them and then have to untie them, because whatever we decide to put in there or how we're going to take up room changes an idea.
Oh, okay. It just kind of seems like each one's gonna be a little different, so...
Yeah, that's why we're just gonna have to kind of go with it. I don't really want to like get ahead of ourselves there. It's fast and easy to tie. I can tie that myself in 5 minutes. Oh, did it all.
Why did you stop dancing?
Well, we got all in between all of the pilasters and two about halfway past the last pilaster, and all of the ground compacted over there, so we're ready to just go around the corner and finish. What do we got? About 50 more feet maybe?
Yeah, just like pretty much like the short side on the other side.
Yeah, we're getting pretty efficient. I think we'll get this finished up and then have Kat drive around in the skid steer, and I'll throw all the wood in and we'll move it all so we can just come along the side and backfill with dirt
What do you mean throw all the wood in?
into the bucket to move it away fast instead of me
Ah,
carrying the wood somewhere.
okay.
We need to find a place somewhere to set the wood that will be out of the concrete truck's way, but what we can still get to if we need it.
Oh, okay.
But I want to like be able to drive all the way to each one.
I mean over here,
fill in the
where the
dirt.
skid steer is right now.
That guy like went all the way through.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he barely made it. He had to like cut in and back. So we have like no room in this corner. I mean, really on this board we almost don't have any room. That corner back behind this excavator probably is the only one. Yeah, nobody will use that.
Okay,
We'll
and
have to move the excavator up top this time.
and tomorrow I can use the skid steer and bring some more dirt over there at that corner.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, filling that in and getting it a little flat so we can stack all this wood on it nicely. And then we'll drive this excavator out of here.
So we just got to the lot. Mitch went and picked up the rebar, the C's. I have to go around the rebar that we already have in there. This is what they look like. They're actually a lot thinner, and this is less wide than we expected. So we don't really have an issue fitting it between the ICF plastics, I guess. But we came across a different issue because the C's are supposed on the plans to go under the bottom rebar and on top of the top rebar, but because we had to slightly bend the rebar so that the ICF fits, because again we didn't know we were going to do ICF when this was designed and when this rebar was put in. What happens now is we either have to put it on top of the top rebar but also on top of the bottom rebar, as you can see, or we can go under the bottom rebar but also under this one. I think he took off the one that he did that way. So we decided that maybe the best thing to do is actually call the engineer, because he's the one that has to approve this anyways. I mean, either way everything will be tied together, so don't really understand why it will be a problem either way. But Mitch has gone up where we can get service to call the engineer and see kind of what they decide together to do. But I think either way it is what it is. I think they ended up being a lot better than we expected here. Oh, this is a different one. The one I showed you over there was only this wide. Okay, I don't know where those go. Oh, maybe they go in the middle. I don't know. We'll find out soon. But yeah, so now we're just waiting for what the engineer decides. What did he say?
I couldn't get a hold of him, so I sent him an email.
Oh, so we don't know what to do then.
What?
We'll just keep working on the part around.
I just sent him an email and said I tried to call, but I couldn't get a hold of you. I have a few questions. Please give me a call when you get this. So,
Okay.
originally I had like typed out what was going on, but then I thought it was better just to talk to him.
Yeah.
It was impossible to know how our rebar was going to line up in the ICF, but I should have just measured the ICF anyway and made it that big. I mean, it is shorter than what I thought it was going to be, though. I said 25 and they went 25 out to out, and I wanted 25 in to in, so it would have about worked.
In some, but I think not in all.
No. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what that guy says.
Don't be upset, honey.
I'm not upset. I hate when I make stupid mistakes. I mean, I should have just made it like, I thought you should make it 2 inches bigger, but then I figured, no, because if it's too big, then I can't
We'll
tie
stick
it to
up.
the things, so they're too far inside of it, and he'll bitch about that. So I don't know, you just have to do one, get the exact experience of kind of, where you put them and set them in the ICFs and go with everything measured to the ICF. The problem is we didn't know we were building to ICF.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I mean, it's not an impossible problem. We just gotta keep going.
Are you being good and having little snacks?
My wife did the cooking today. She's a very good cook.
And you were just saying how good it was.
It was delicious.
It's delicious.
How did you make this guac?
Really, the salsa is by far the best. I don't know what it is. Casa Sanchez is the most delicious. That and the one that we bought from the actual Mexican restaurant. But isn't it nice to take a 5-minute break and eat instead of having coffee and then dinner?
What's your problem? It is quite nice, and you can sit and think for 3 seconds and not make a mistake, baby.
We just announced the 2022 Bubble Summit is happening.
Was it a bad idea to throw food out there?
I don't know. I went back and forth and then decided we want animals to come.
Yeah.
Before the engineer ever called back, we were actually able to find the solution by ourselves. We were able to bend the top rebar to go at the bottom of the top plastic of the ICF instead of the top, and that way we were able to fit the stirrups over the top rebar and at the bottom of the bottom rebar. The only negative of this process was the fact that there were very few spots where we had already put the top rebar in and we had to take it out in order to be able to bend it and push it lower so the stirrups can fit on top.